Reads. On this channel, I like to talk all things planning, planner supplies, planners themselves, the planning community, and I also talk a little bit about reading. Today I want to talk about something that I think some of us have struggled with in the past and definitely has been a kind of topic for planner conversations since we started to share our planners with each other. And this is the difference between imitation and inspiration. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it today was because I had just seen a TikTok of a little girl who was singing Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For, the song from the Barbie movie. And she was trying to sing it like Billie Eilish. And her vocal teacher told her to stop trying to imitate Billie and just to sing it in her own voice. And of course, it was amazing. It was brilliant. It was much better than her Billie version. And, the lesson was made. And I just got to thinking about how we all share our planners online, or many of us share our planners online, and get inspiration from other creators. And I was wondering if we don't always take inspiration from other people, but maybe try and imitate them instead. So I wanted to take a look at some of my planning in the last couple of years and see what kinds of things I was inspired by and how you might take your inspiration and make sure that you are not imitating. Okay, so imitation versus inspiration. When we're watching our favorite creators create in our favorite planners and they're doing such a cool style, we want to emulate it. I'm the same way. I like to look at other creators, see what they're doing, and see how it might work for me, especially if they're using the same planner that I'm using or if they have the kind of same general aesthetic. But I think I would try to find more inspiration from them rather than imitation. And like that video showed, imitation in the video really was not as good as when she just took inspiration from the performance of What Was I Made For and did it in her own style. So how do you take the inspiration from somebody's and put it into your own style? Well, because I'm an academic, I like to think of it as writing an academic essay or an academic article. So basically you want to think, what is my take on it? So if somebody has a great style and you think, I really like that. That's something I would like to do in my planner. You want to think, what is my take on it? How can I make what they're doing mine? And I think you can do this in 3 ways. And as an academic, this is what I would instruct my students who are writing essays to think about it in this way. You can change a couple of different things to take somebody's original idea and make it your own. So there are 3 ways that you can do that. You can do that through structure, content, and style. So these are 3 areas that you can, sorry about my shade there. 3 ways in which you can change things in order to make somebody's style your own. So structure, content, and style. So what is structure? Well, structure is the kind of either the planner that you use, whether you're using a daily or weekly So for example, if you had somebody who was writing these brilliant daily pages, and you really like the way they set them up, but you also maybe aren't very much of a daily planner, you can use their style in a weekly view. So instead of having, so they maybe journal in their daily pages, and instead of the journaling in the daily pages, because you don't use daily pages, maybe you start journaling in your weekly columns. So taking something, the structure of it, and kind of translating it into a different structure. The next one is content. So you see a lot of people talking about gratitude, and they maybe journal about it. And that's not your thing, but you love the way it shows up in their planners. So they maybe kind of have a section dedicated to gratitude in their journal. And so you like that way that they've structured that and sectioned that off with gratitude, but you're going to now make that a goal section. So you're changing the content. The style and the structure might be the same, but you're changing the content. Here, the structure, the content was the same, but you were changing the structure. And finally, this is style. So in this case, somebody maybe uses a fountain pen, and you love everything about their content, but you want to use, change it up a bit. So it's a black fountain pen, let's say, and you're going to use colors. Perhaps you're going to use Sarasa pens. Those are gel. So here you maybe have gratitude as the same content, you like that. You're taking the structure, you like the dailies, but instead of using a back fountain pen, you can use colored gel pens and change it up. So this is, 3 ways in which you can think about how to take inspiration from a creator. 1, 2, 3, but they're not taking, directly from them and you basically copying what they do. And this works for a lot of different things. So obviously I said I would use this to teach my students and how they can take somebody's main idea and change it in a way that they're not, plagiarizing or copying somebody else's work. And it's similar to here. So just taking some inspiration and changing a couple of things changes it and puts your take on the initial source. I would also say that the best form of inspiration is your past spreads. So sometimes I look at my past. I've kept a lot of my planners, and sometimes I look at my past spreads and use them as inspiration. So again, doing the same thing. Maybe I loved my weekly planning, so I'm going to keep that same structure. But I used to put in gratitude in a journal kind of format. Now I'm going to change those to goals. And I always use color pens, but now I'm going to go to the black pen and the fountain pen. So I can take inspiration from my own past spreads and still not imitate it, but kind of follow some three simple ways in which I can change my imitation into inspiration, which I think everybody would prefer. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.